Hello again, everyone. Terry Earthwind over at Consortium, and I have a colleague from down under, Arash Arabi. Welcome, Arash.
Thank you, Ambassador Terry. It's such a pleasure being here today.
Well, I can't wait to hear what you're doing because I'm a fan of yours on LinkedIn. So here's the famous question, Arash Arabi, what are you doing?
Great. Thank you, Terry. So that's a great question. Yeah, what am I doing? I've been doing a few different things and I'm intending to do a few things in the coming months. So I'm going to start with what I have been doing in the past few years and then take you to where we will go. So in the past 4 years, I've been operating a company called Sprint Agile, and we've been providing Agile training, certified courses in Agile, specifically scaled Agile frameworks and Kanban and a few other frameworks, but mostly in scaled Agile framework. Mostly our courses are on weekends, and we cater for people who are busy during the weekdays and they prefer weekend courses. So a lot of contractors, a lot of consultants come and do these courses. We also run weekday courses occasionally, mostly for companies, when they come to us and say, hey, can you run a course for us? We run them on weekdays, but mostly our public courses are weekend courses, and they've been really good and really successful. Over the last 4 years, we've trained about 1,500 people, 1,500 people, easily certified them. And we got Scrum Master, Agilist, DevOps, and various courses. So that's one of the things I've been doing. Then on the other hand, I've been working in companies, providing Agile coaching services internally in organizations, especially larger organizations like banks and investment companies and telecoms down in Australia. Recently, I have got into something which is akin to Agile, but for services operations teams. So think of call centers and operation teams, not technology teams, not delivery teams. And you can think, sometimes in manufacturing, we talk about lean, similar concept. In manufacturing, it manifests itself as lean. In technology or delivery, it manifests itself as Agile. But in services industry, how does it work? In an operations call center, how does it work? So that's what I've been doing in the past few months. What else? So 2 years ago, it's 2 years already, a year and a half, close to 2 years ago, September will become 2 years, I released my book, The Wise Enterprise, Reshape Your Organization for the Age of Uncertainty, where I talk about 4 capabilities that an individual, a team, or an organization, basically a system, a unit, needs to succeed in the age of uncertainty. And those capabilities are systems thinking, that's, seeing the big picture, basically, emotional intelligence, leadership, and organization transformation competency, how to transform an organization. It's been really good. It's been a bestseller, and I was invited to talk on the TV and wrote an article on the Australian Financial Review, which is for people who are not from Australia. It's a very well-respected print newspaper, which is now, of course, has online version as well. And what else? So I started a YouTube channel, which is called the Sprint Agile, of course. And if you're interested, you should have a look. I used to interview thought leaders previously. Now I'm doing live conversations with thought leaders. So I thought it's a bit more exciting and a bit more unpredictable when you do it live, and make it more fun for people to watch live rather than pre-recorded. It's also less work for me to go and edit the videos and upload them to YouTube. So it's been going really well as well. Different topics. I try to do once a week at least. Sometimes, we can't do every week, but usually try to do once a week, 1 interview per week, about 20 minutes each. And they're live broadcasts on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. But I definitely recommend YouTube because then you can subscribe and get notified when we go live. What else? So yeah, a few things.
I tell you, you're a busy man. You're a busy man.
Busy.
I'm loving this.
Yeah.
Social media is a big deal, and being able to go live, like I go live every week as well. And unfortunately, the conversation gets to end here, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping in and telling us what you're doing. I just love watching what you're doing, and I'm glad you plugged your book. And thanks again.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Ambassador. Terry, it was such a pleasure being on your show.
Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Consortium, the business model for the 21st century.